Hello everyone, this is Professor Gauri Kangokar and I will be teaching you Business Planning and Entrepreneurship Management SYBMS Semester 3. Okay, so in short, what exactly do you mean by entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is the one who develops a process to start something new. It can be either invention or it can be an innovation. Okay, so basically an ED, that is entrepreneurship development, is a process of developing and enhancing the entrepreneurship knowledge and skills through training and development programs. Okay, so why do you think, like, what are the needs for an entrepreneur development? The very first one is establishing of business units. Each business is having small units, so all these small units come together and then it comes up to be a business. Okay, employment, so that people get employment in your country. Economic development, the GDP will increase. Self-reliance, there are some people who are very into and who are very confident of being an entrepreneurship, which gives them a lot of self-esteem and self-reliance. Social development, obviously the society will develop because there is more employment and more products and services provided to the customer. The standard of living will be increased. Regional development, because all these small regions will start developing themselves and you have revenue to the government. Okay, because you will be paying certain amount of tax. Then you have the concept of entrepreneur. All entrepreneurs are business person, but not all business person are entrepreneurs. Very important line for your objectives. Define entrepreneur. As per the Webster's dictionary, the term entrepreneur is a person who organizes and manages a business undertaking, assuming the risk for the sake of profit. Someone who takes a lot of risk but to make profit. Okay, so the amount of risk that an entrepreneur takes, I am very sure usse double profit he earns. Hence, not everyone become an entrepreneur. What are the characteristics and qualities of entrepreneur? The very first one, innovator. Very important. The entrepreneur should be very innovative. He should have the decision making power. He should be very quick. Presence of mind should be very quick. He should be very charming and charismatic. He should be open minded and he should have a lot of focus and control over the people. Okay, control as in you should not control them purely or truly, but have certain monitoring. The next we have is function for entrepreneurship. This is either asked for 5 marks or for a long answer. If they ask you for a long answer, it can be for 8 marks. Okay, so there they ask you the meaning of entrepreneur, definition and the functions. The very first one is planning for business activity. Whatever business activity takes place, like say for example manpower, competition, product, service, all those things. Then you have organizing resources, very important. The organization of resources should be done optimized. Optimize means na zyada use karna hai na kam use karna hai. Okay. Then you have decision making. Obviously the entrepreneur should be a decision maker. He should be an innovator. He should motivate the employees. Now motivation can be done in 2 ways. One is monetary form and one is non-monetary form. Monetary means you give them incentives and money. Non-monetary basically means that you can give them maybe a travel package with family or maybe some extra holidays. Okay. Then you have concept of entrepreneur. Entrepreneur basically is an activity which is related to the production and the distribution of goods. Someone who takes care of all the functions like procurement, material handling, transportation, packaging, warehousing, all these things. Okay? Then he should be proactiveness. Okay, all the things he should be doing will be willing. No one should be forcing him because he is the owner as well as the entrepreneur, honestly speaking. And then you have future oriented activities. Okay, then you have innovation theory of entrepreneurship. The very first one is Joseph Schumpeter's innovation theory, which says that innovation in a business is very much important. It plays a major important role because unless and until the product is not new, the customer won't opt it for. Okay, everyone sells off earphones, the wire earphones. But why do you think Apple is at the top right now? Because he came up with something known as AirPods. Okay. Then you have effect of imitating on profit. Imitating on profit basically means, that is your EMR, that all your innovation depends upon the profit and your profit depends upon your innovation. If you have a lot of profit, you can put that profit in R&D and then come up with new innovation. And if you come up with new innovation, directly or indirectly, you make profit out of it. Okay. Then you have theory of high achievement by David McClellan, that is NACH. Basically here he has said that the more achievement you get, the more positive and more confidence you have in yourself. Okay, so the sources of high achievement can be, first, your parents who encourage you to be independent, like do whatever you want at the childhood. Okay, they do not stress you over things. Okay. Second, praise and reward for success. Third, association of achievement with positive feeling. If you have bad wife people around, you won't vibe with them good. Why won't you vibe with them good? Because they do not give you good vibes. Okay, if someone is patting you or rewarding you, it should be with heart, that is positive feelings. Okay, then you have desirability, internal satisfaction, and all these things. Okay. The next theory that we have is X efficiency theory. Basically, X efficiency theory was invented in the American economic books, that is magazine. X theory states that when a company is not competitive, its workers don't work efficiently because the workers know that kahin na kahin a product is going to get sold off. Even if they don't work efficiently, product sell off hoga because there is no competitor as such. But if your company has a better competitor, you start working on yourself and the way you work. Okay, so that is the X efficiency theory. Then you have theory of profit. F.H. Knight, in his book of Risk, Uncertainty and Profit, said that entrepreneurs can get pure profit as their rewards, like pure profit, where you exclude your laborers and your workers and employees and tax and everything. Whatever is there in your hand right now has to be your pure profit. Okay. Important aspect of theory of profit is three sub-points. The very first one is risk create profit, desire of different degrees of risk, and profit is uncertain. So whenever you hear the word profit, just imagine risk is hidden in that. Okay. Then you have theory of social change by Higgin. Basically, Higgin said that whatever status you get from the society either makes you feel very confident and to achieve more, or that status might just get into your head and you will come direct down. Both of these are possible. Okay. Then you have socio-cultural influence on entrepreneurship development. So basically there are 4 caste system: Brahmins, Kshatriya, Vaishyas and Shudras. Okay. So basically caste system, community towards risk, like if my parents tell me that I am not supposed to take risk because they're not going to support me if I get into risk, I might not take risk. The very first one is community attitude towards risk. Second is caste system, okay, that you belong to the Shudras, you are not supposed to get into business, or you are Brahmin, you are supposed to get into business. Third one is family background. Fourth is your education, plays a very important role. Attitude of the society and role models. Okay. Then you have something known as political influence, social influence, personal influence, technology influence. All these are small influence that will force you or be one of the important factor for you to pick up a business. कौन सा business खोलना है, किधर खोलना है, कभी खोलना है, कितना खोलना है. Okay. Okay. Then you have role of entrepreneur culture. Basically your entrepreneur culture is an environment where someone is motivated to innovate, create and take risk. The very first one is ethical behavior. An entrepreneur should be very ethical with his behavior. Ethical means, or ethics means, doing what is right and not what is wrong. Second is productivity culture. Then you have your communication culture. How do you communicate with people, how polite you are or how shrewd you are when you are supposed to be. Then you have recognition and awards culture, how people reward you and recognize you. And the last one is quality culture. what quality culture, products and services do you give to your customers. Okay, so with this we are done with your unit 1 of EM.